We have symbols all around us, even in our mobile phones, isn't it? If you look at your mobile phone, what are the things which you will see? Well, you will see this kind of a symbol, which stands for cellular signal strength. Then there is this symbol, which stands for cellular data connection. So you will get internet when you have this symbol, or if you have this symbol, which is Wi-Fi connection. Then you have this for Bluetooth, this for location, and this is obviously clock. So you see, even in our mobile phones, we use a lot of different kinds of symbols. So why do we use symbols? Well, if you start writing everything like this on the screen of the mobile, then entire screen will be full. So instead of writing, we use these symbols. So they take up less space and also tell us exactly what a text would have told us, isn't it? Plus, if somebody doesn't know this language, that is English language, even then, by seeing these symbols, they can understand what exactly which symbol means. So they will know what each symbol means. And so they will be able to operate the mobile phone, isn't it? Now, similarly, when you are driving, even then, you see a lot of different kinds of symbols on the road. So you see this symbol, which is no horn symbol. Then this symbol, which is the school zone, U-turn. Now, why do we use these symbols on roads even? Because again, on roads too, we have a board which has a fixed space, and we need to convey the right information for safe driving. Now, if you write everything on the board, there may be people who are driving in that area but don't know that same language. Also, from far away, maybe that writing will not be very visible or clear. So people may make mistakes while driving. But symbols are big and clear, and even from far away distances, they can be understood. That is why symbols are very important. And sometimes, instead of text, symbols are used. Now, on the road, there is another important thing which we use all the time. Do you know what that is? Those are maps. Now, maps help us to locate different places in any area. So when you are driving and you want to know a route of a place, or you want to locate some market or some other place, then maps will help you. Now, even maps use a lot of different types of symbols. Now, you must be thinking why symbols needs to be used in maps. Well, you see here, none of the symbols have been used in this map, but everything has been written as it is. So what's happening here is that, you see, museum, tourist places of interest, all these things are getting mixed up. That is, it is very difficult to locate which place has tourist place of interest, which place has museum, and so on. So the map becomes very confusing if you use only text on them. But if you use symbols, this will become much simpler and easier to understand. Let's see. So all these text, if we convert into symbols, the map will look like this. Now it's more organized and easy to see, and nothing is overlapping any other thing. You can see all these symbols are so clearly understandable, and if you know what these symbols mean, then you can exactly locate them on the map as well as on the ground too. So symbols really help us make the map more clean and easily understandable. But you must be thinking that how do you know the meaning of all these symbols? Well, there are some symbols which are common, and just by seeing the symbols you can understand what those mean. For example, these are some common symbols used in maps. So for post office, you may see this. For a police station, you may see this. For a temple, this is a church, this is a hospital, and this for a hotel. But these are not definitive symbols. It doesn't mean that always you will find only these symbols for these things. It is not necessary. So for example, a hospital looks like in this particular image, but in some other map, you may find this as the symbol of hospital. So you see, every map maker may make a different symbol for the same object. So it will be very difficult for us to understand which symbol means what, because every map maker may have a different symbol. So for that, we have a solution. The solution is called legend. So you see, every map you have, it will have a legend on it. Now what does the legend do? Legend mentions all the symbols used in the map and their meaning. So different symbols which are used in the map and their corresponding meanings. So you see, this symbol means outer ring road. So we can locate the outer ring road. This is the outer ring road. Similarly, let's say this is ring road. So this entire road with this color line is the ring road. Similarly, all the different things have been marked and a legend has been provided for this. So by seeing the legend, you can understand which symbol stands for what. So now let's see another one. Now this is a very standard legend. So you see, in a map, you will find this sort of a legend where all these features will be given on one side, and then you will find the corresponding meaning of them on this side. So you see, this symbol means desert or wasteland. This symbol means grassland. These are mountains. Similarly, let's see this one. This is forest. These are lakes. Okay. Similarly, if in an area you have castles, you can have castles marked. Similarly, for cities, this symbol is being used. And for towns or village, this symbol is being used. So a legend will contain all sorts of information about different symbols which have been used in the map. So you see, this is a standard tourist map of a place. Now, if somebody is a tourist in this area and they want to locate different tourist places in an area, they can take the help of this map. So you see, different symbols have been used everywhere. Now, the meaning of these symbols you will find in the legend. So here is the legend of this map. So this is giving information about every symbol that has been used. So for example, you see a lot of these symbols all around. So what are these? Well, let's see. These are tourist place of interest. So all these symbols in the map which you see are tourist place of interest. Similarly, let's see, these are the museums. So you see, this is the symbol for museum. So where do we have museums in the city? Here is a museum, here is a museum, here is a museum. So you see, instead of writing, using symbols became more convenient for us to locate, as well as it makes the map much clearer and easier to understand. And for symbols, we have legends, which is the key to symbols. So if you have the legend, then you will be able to get the value of these symbols and you will understand what every symbol means in a map, which is very convenient for us. Now, another question arises is that till now you have seen symbols which are for places which have a fixed area. For example, you have a museum which will be in a particular area. Or you may have, let's say, roads which will be usually straight lines. But there are different things which may not have a definite area or a definite place in a locality. For example, this is a map of a park. Now, this park, which is the Ruffy Lake Park, has a lot of shrubs all around. You can see these are shrubs. Now, you cannot define that a shrub will only be here or only be here or only be here. So you cannot use a symbol here. So for these things which are spread in a large area and you cannot have a fixed point where you would say that this thing is located only at this place, for these things we use colors. So here you can see this color is for main road. So this is the main road. Then this color has been used for path. So these are the different paths inside the park. All these with this color are paths. Now, this is the bushland. So you see, all the bushes all around the area, they have been marked with this color. So you see, for places where you cannot use symbols, we use these colors to define. Similarly, even for the river and creek, you can see it's very narrow here, and then it becomes pretty wide out there. So you cannot use a single symbol for this. So we use color for river too. Now, even for grassland, this is the entire grassland in the park. And for this color has been denoted, and this color is used to denote the entire grassland in the particular park. So you see, different colors are used in combination with the symbols to make the understanding of map easier. So in a map, you will find a combination of symbols and colors which are used for making the understanding of maps much easier, because everything written in text will become very confusing and we will not be able to understand the maps easily. So we have legends on every map which give us idea about different symbols and colors used in the map. For example, in this case, the straight line with this symbol is used for primary highway, while for railroads we use this symbol. Now these things are linear features, roads and railways. So these things are usually in straight line. So we use these symbols for roads and railways. Now let's see, here we have the woodland. Now woodland wouldn't have a fixed area. It can be spread over a large area. And so we cannot have a single point symbol for them. So we use colors in this case. So for woodland you have this color, for orchard you have this, and for scrub you have this. Similarly, for water bodies, different type of water bodies have different types of symbols in this map. And so these all the different colors and symbols together make our map complete and much easier to understand. So whenever you have a map, try to look for the legend and try to identify all the different features which are shown in the legend in the form of symbols and colors.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. You can also register for free at deltastep.com to get all learning resources as per ICSE, CBSE, IB, Cambridge, or any other curriculum. Over 5,000 amazing lectures across maths, science, English, and social science. Our unique interactive video technology keeps you engaged, and our iDictionary feature allows you to quickly revise any concept. Master each topic at your own pace with our adaptive practice technology and 1 million plus questions. Get instant answers and detailed solutions. Be exam ready by taking unlimited mock tests, performance analysis along with actionable feedback, personal tutors to resolve your slightest of doubts. That's not all. You also get amazing prizes like PlayStations, iPads, watches, and many more, along with certificates through our Earn As You Learn program. So at deltastep.com, learning is not just fun and easy, it's rewarding too. So register for free now.